All right, my dears, after all the shenanigans and the misery with Vincent van Gogh, maybe it's time for some light entertainment. And how can we do that better than the Virgin's Tits? Here I have in my hands a painting from around 1510, 1520. We don't know because it's not dated and not signed. What they did, however, is scrape away, I don't know if you see it, scrape away a little bit of wood from the panel to do a dendrochronological endeavor research kind of thingy, which by having a little bit of a wooden plank, by the rings that every tree makes, you can pinpoint exactly when the tree was cut down. And the tree for this panel was cut down around 1510. So it must be a painting from around 1510 and 1520 from Flanders, in my opinion. Actually, that's quite sure, because typically Flemish, the little landscape in the background, something that the Italians stole from the Flemish, by the way. And here we are, of course, the Virgin Mary with halo and Jesus sleeping on that absolutely ridiculously placed breast. But for people from the late Middle Ages, which this period is, it was not strange at all to have the breast out there, and even Maria showing her breasts. And in this case, you have really spectacular Marias, by the way, some of them lactating, squirting, exposing their breasts to Bernard of Clairvaux and squirting milk in his face. Well, the breast is, of course, not only the mother's milk, which, by the way, in this period was so important. You didn't have, ovarito, what's the name, the baby food. One needed milk from the actual breast of mothers, or from nurses that pretended and gave milk to babies of rich people that would have owned a painting like this, by the way. And there are even accounts on how to choose literally a milkmaid by squeezing the breasts, and it literally says the breast that squirts the most, this is the woman you want to feed your baby. But the breast is here. It's more than a sexual breast, because it's so awkwardly positioned and so peeping out that it can't possibly be a sexual breast in this case. It's almost like in the middle of the picture. And that's because in the late Middle Ages, the breast was seen as a metaphor for the Roman Catholic Church. So the breast gives life, literally, and the breast is, where the word of God, like the congregants drink from the cup. They drink literally from the Bible, or not figuratively, actually, from the Bible, the baby Jesus here, falling asleep, being totally saturated by the word. So this is a period in which Maria had to look like a normal woman from the 1500s, 1510s, 1520s, and which hung at a rich person's home that used this for private contemplation, not for pornography, of course. So you contemplated, and you were almost the little child sucking at the Virgin's breasts, in this case, identifying yourself with the Jesus that has, by the way, this little cornrow. It's like a little Snoop Dogg haircut. So Jesus is an adult and a baby at the same time, because that's the concept, that Jesus was born as a baby, but also as a completely mature adult at the same time. It's a lovely picture. We don't know the master who made it, but it's quintessential for that really strange trend of placing the breast of the Virgin Mary central in a picture, emphasizing on it, because the breast is not sexual, it's maternal, it's religious. I'll post a few strange other Mary breasts under this post to give you an idea how far they went. So you'll see Mary squirting into the face of Bernard of Clairvaux, who prayed and prayed and prayed because he was so ill, he needed salvation, and the Virgin Mary appeared to him and cured him by squirting milk in his face. You'll see also in the posts a squirting contest between Jesus and the Virgin Mary, who squirted the farthest, the blood or the milk. So these late medieval guys, they love to toy around with some pretty bodily functions, and in this case, this is a quite subdued one. Totally different than a Van Gogh, is it? Well, I'm back and I'm gone. Ciao, ciao.